Co jste to tady na nás přinesli?
Important of culture. Yes, he was working for me, I think, 2 years now. So we try to document what is important.
But he's Czech, eh?
Yes.
Yes. And he's living in Sweden, or?
No.
Here,
He's living here.
Yes.
Before I take my own camera, but it's so heavy to travel.
It's clear.
Yeah, so it's better to make it here with one man.
Oh, thank you very much.
Já jsem si ti dovolil...
Tak si dám blízko.
Aspoň. Dám ti oba dva výtisky, no, můžeme se hledat tady jenom malé povídání, a tam je i o tobě povídání a tak.
Já si potom v klidu
to si přečti, jo.
Dobře. Si dám. Would you like a coffee? Yes.
Já myslím, že jestli bychom mohli. Jestli nám zůstane pak čas, tak třeba, ale protože vím, že tvůj čas je omezen.
In time pressure, just because we could go to sightseeing in Spilberk.
Yes.
Tu kabelu si tady můžeme nechat.
No, samozřejmě.
Deštník asi nebude potřebovat.
It is a bit dangerous because it's ordinary construction. I must take the torch.
I was, in fact, 3 times in Matsuka, so I am used to go in underground.
Underground.
If it's necessary.
What is?
If you must go to underground.
On myslí, že, teda, že byl teda na Macoše, a že jako ty kazematy jsou tady taky jako podzemí.
Ne, že byl tady na Macoše. No, yes, but they are the electrical lights. Yes. And I am not sure if it is in function, and because it would be better to take the torch with.
Yes. It's also good for the camera.
Yes.
No, ale
it isn't enough. It is.
To je kamera dobrá, takže uvidíme, co mu bude potřeba.
I must take keys. No.
Kdyby si možná tu kabelu mohl tady nechat.
No, ať to
by si zapal.
Thank you.
No, tady vždycky byl na Spilberku velký nedostatek vody, jo? Čili ta studna to nestačila, že oni chytali ještě i vodu z toho.
A to je v podzemí stažené?
No, oni jeden čerpali vodu z toho. Was great linking of water here on the Spilberk. That's because the well is so deep, only 1 barrel of water must be brought up for about 15 minutes. It wasn't enough for all of us, and that's because they must make such a cistern to make a reserve of water for all here. Yeah. Yes. System also the raining water. It's a blend of both. The pillars and then the French revolutionists captured like prisoners on the Rhine, and the French Revolution, and the last political delinquents were the Polish insurgents from the Cracovia insurgents.
Yes, the part
The Cracovia insurgents revolution against Austria, and after this revolution was stopped, and the revolution was brought a great number of 200 people to this prison on the Spilberk. It was a famous political and state prison of the whole monarchy of Hungary. And the latest prisoners was the participants on the revolution 1848. All nations, Czechs, Slovaks, Hungarians, Austrians, Italians, and so on. And only in the year 1855 was the prison liquidated. Yes. And since this time was only the military garrison.
Yes.
And the residence of the military court.
Yes.
Court of Justice.
Yes.
Yeah?
Very interesting.
Do you understand?
Very interesting.
As I must say you, they are 3 stages or 4 stages of the whole history of this castle. Yes. The earliest one was from the 13th to the 15th century.
Yes, I saw it in the play here.
Yes,
3 years ago.
The Gothic castle.
Yes.
As a residence of the Margraves of Moravia.
Yes.
The Margraves of Moravia was the feudal vassals of the King of Bohemia, mainly the younger brother of the King of Bohemia,
yes.
Or one of the of his sons.
Yes, I understand.
The first stage, the first etap of the history of Spilberk is such of the Gothic and as a residence of the migrants from Moravia.
Yes.
Later, in 16th, 17th, 18th centuries, there was rebuilt as a military fortress.
Yes.
One of the most important fortresses in the whole Austrian monarchy.
Yes.
Mainly after the Swedish siege, 1645.
Yes. It was stronger.
Stronger, yes. The Emperor of Vienna had understand that the importance of this fortress is so great for Vienna, and this was the reason because they have rebuilt it in modern style. It means after the plans of French military architects, the school of Vauban, General Vauban, was a typical Baroque fortress architect of France, and this orientation prevailed in whole Europe. Every fortress at that time, in the 17th, 18th centuries, was or were rebuilt after the the method of Vauban. Yes. This is the second stage. The third one is in the time of French Revolution as prison. Spilberk as prison. They were also earlier some political prisoners here, also the criminals. Yes, but the main capital, the main chapter of the prison story of Spilberk, like prison, started with the French Revolution. The first political prisoners were the French revolutionists, the soldiers, generals, and so captured like military prisoners by Austrian army in Germany on the Rhine. After this French revolutionists we have had here the Jacobins of Hungary. This was a conspiracy in Budapest against Austrian government.
Yes.
Later, the Jacobins of Vienna. It was not so. They are the cells. It was built for air,
Yes,
such a
for
ventilation.
Yes. It's good.
And also like a chimney. Like a chimney for heating.
For smoke, yes.
Each of the cells were heated by such a chimney. It was not so cold here.
No? So the prisoners could alone make fire and
Only the
guards.
The guards.
Yes.
Each cell there was the little space with the chimney.
Yes.
Not directly in the cell.
No.
Only they were imprisoned the wives.
But it was in
Wife criminals. Criminal wives.
In modern time, I think.
Until 1855.
Yes.
Until 55. I don't know. No women were here during the Nazi occupation.
No.
Only men.
But it was to 1855.
Also a part of the fortress served like a women prison.
Yes.
Část tady sloužila taky za ženské vězení, ale to bylo Hornberg se to jmenovalo, to už bylo mimo hrad, to je dneska v parku, už to tam neexistuje. Tam ještě jsme našli trošku ze základu, ale ten Hornberg už neexistuje. Tady byli jenom muži.
Nebyl tady příjemný pobyt.
Against me.
Pohledat to větší.
They said, we are no prisoner guardians, we are soldiers. Yes? And in the time of wars, the prisoners were transferred from here in other places in Austria. But every time after the war, they came home. Back home. Hall for the German soldiers. They have made here their sermons, you know?
Yes.
Sermons?
Ceremony.
It's no ceremony. If the soldiers, if the young man became soldier, he must make the on the flag, on the how to tell it?
Yes, I know it because I was a soldier.
No, but it is normal in all armies.
Yes,
the soldiers have
but I don't know the name.
But you understand, ja? Eid heißt es auf Deutsch. Eid. Ja? So Fahneneid, weil man es auf eine Flagge macht, ja? Auf ein Banner. Ja? Und das, these made here the German soldiers and they are the best of the German eagle with swastika. Yeah, it is Nazi hunter also with I can show you in the first floor also the Gothic arcs. They are to see here also. That is the oldest historical part of the from the 17th century.
Yes.
the town, yes? You can see such a skyscraper is the Hotel Continental.
Yes, I'm living beside there.
Yes?
In Hotel Slovan.
Slovan, yes, this is beside. And this yellow building and this one, these two buildings, it is the region government of BRNO, of South Moravia.
Yes.
Here under us, such a orange building, and this one in the neighborhood is the Faculty of Medicine. This white one is the Academy, Janacek Academy of
Music und Kunsttheater. Jarecka akademickie umienie.
No ja, niemiecki jest to Akademii der Darstellenden Künste. How to tell it in English, I don't know.
Yes, I understand.
Schule für Musikanten und Schauspieler,
Ja, für die Theaterleute, ja. Und so weiter. There, you can see the Baroque yellow church, the St. Thomas Church. Yes. And this one with the high tower is the St. James, St. Jacob. And between these two towers you can see such a box. That's the opera of the Janacek Opera House.
Yes, I was there.
And if you can see, on the left of the St. James Church and Jacob Church is a one Baroque church, is the Jesuit church, close of the Baroque one. The tower of the St. James Church is 98 meters tall.
This big,
This big, 98 meters. You can compare it with these other buildings here. No, we can see approximately 100 meters. St. Thomas. St. Thomas. Originally was it also a Gothic church, but rebuilt later in the Baroque style. They are the administrative houses of many concerns and environments in BRNO. And this white tall house underground, yes, underground now, in the not in the front.
Yes, in
background.
yeah.
Background.
Background.
In background, the Technical University of BRNO, a high school for techniques.
Yes. Why you say South Moravia? Why do you have expression South Moravia?
It's only the administrative term for a part that's until the next year, the whole Czechoslovakia was divided in such regions.
Yes.
In Moravia, in the land of Moravia, in historical land, they were two such districts. Two. The south of Moravia with capital in BRNO, and the second one, the north, with the capital in Ostrava.
Ostrava,
yes. But it is not. It has no value now. We prepare the renewing of the land systems. Yes, I believe in the short time the BRNO will be again the capital of whole Moravia. Yes, the new administrative dealing of our country.
Only one more question. I was in Bohemia, and we speak about Moravia, and I asked about big Moravia, and the men laughed and said that the big Moravia was only situated in 30 years, Was it? Is it true?
No. That's a historical term. Great Moravia.
Yes, great.
Great Moravia was a first Slavonic state on this territorium.
Yes.
Ruled by the Moravian princes or chiefs.
Yes.
And they brought to this country the Christianity. At this time it wasn't from Latin, from Rome. The first form of Christianism was a Byzantine one, a Greek.
Yes.
Yeah? That was the first form, but this kingdom or this
Yes.
empire was distracted by Magyars. The Magyars are coming from Asia
Yes.
and distracted in the year 905
Yes.
this first Slavonic state on this territorium. But it wasn't covered by the modern territory of Czechoslovakia.
No.
The Great Moravia was only whole Moravia with a part of Slovakia, with a part of Polonia
Yes.
until Krakow,
Yes.
and on the south until the Danube. Yeah?
Yes.
It lasted only 100 years. Yes? From beginning of the 9th century to the beginning of the 10th century.
Yes.
905 was defeated, this first empire, first state on our territory.
Yes.
But the tradition is very, very strong. It was, they are the roots of our culture.
Yes.
But after this occupation of Hungarians, the Hungarians were fated by the Christians,
Yes.
Christian armies, German, Polish and Czech.
Yes.
And in this territorium was born the new state of Bohemia
Yes.
in beginning of the 10th century.
Yes.
Yeah? They were the princes of
Yes.
Bohemia and later the kings.
Yes.
This Great Moravia existed only 100 years. It was before the rising
Yes.
of the Czech state,
Yes. I see.
Bohemia.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
But the frontiers, the territory, isn't covered with the territory of Czechoslovakia today.
No.
Yes?
Okay.
It's only historical. Remember,
Yes.
it belongs to our historical traditions.
Yes, it's very interesting, and I try every
Yes.
time I'm here to collect the books about your history in antiquariat.
Yes.
So at home I have 2 times so much books about
Really?
facts about it. But in Czech.
In Czech, unfortunately. Now I must remember 2 names. The first apostles or personalities, they brought Christianity to our country were 2 brothers, Constantine and Methodius. They were claimed later as Saint
Yes.
Saint Cyril and Cyrillus or Constantinus and Saint Methodius.
Yes.
And the new Pope of Polonia, Wojtyla, the patron of Europe was every time the Saint Benedict. Saint Benedict,
Yes.
the founder of the order.
ask you one more question about it. Because when you are going as a tourist with the guide from Shedok, they always or almost say that the Swedish soldier burned the church, but I have read in your books here it wasn't so.
No, the bombardment by guns had destroyed the church. We can see on all buildings on the views of the city, the painters and so on, that the church was rested or remained destroyed until the end of the 17th century. After the Swedish siege, by the bombardments of the Swedish guns, was this church destroyed and renewed only 50 years later. Yeah?
You know, I have read it was burned before
born, I can see, not born, only destroyed, the destruction by the bombs, by the bullets.
Yes, but before they start shooting, the Sush and the other leaders here, they want to burn all farms outside the wall because
it was usually
so
at the time.
The Swedish should have no roof and so on. Mm-hmm. And in the same day, the fire was with the wind going from these farms to the church, and the roof was destroyed and falling down, and under the church was the pipeline for water, and it was also destroyed.
Yes.
So the town couldn't get water in this summer. Also.
It's maybe I cannot this history in details. You must read it in this book of
yes
of Berthold.
Yes, I will. It's a very good thing.
You have a copy of
yes, it? I have every page.
Jo, mám samozřejmě.
Tam si to dočte všechno. I cannot, so I don't know so exactly the history of the siege of Sweden. It may be also, but one very interesting thing is the old legend about the jak se řeknou zvony. Já toto, že se zvoní v těch 11. na tom Petrově, já teď nespomínám, jak se řekne zvon. No, bloke. How to say it?
You mean the man who rang?
Yeah, who rang on the
at noon. At 12.
At 11.
Yes.
At 11 o'clock.
Yes.
Instead to ring on 12.
Yes.
On 12. You can this history, but it's only legend.
Yes.
But this legend has a very, very hard life, and until today they are every time ringing on 11.
Yes.
You have heard it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
You can see the tower of the old town hall.
It's there.
The highest, yeah, or the tallest.
Yes.
On the left side of the old town hall,
yes,
the Church of Dominicans, St. Michael Church, yeah, with two green towers. Yes. And such a little green tower here belongs to the new city hall, or the new town hall.
Yes.
We have in our city two town halls.
Yes.
The old one, Gothic, and the new one from the Renaissance and the Baroque time.
In 1989, I was invited to a Renaissance ball there one evening. It was marvelous.
It's marvelous.
Yeah, with tibia.
With tibia.
Yes.
And they are usually celebrated the weddings.
Yes.
Not in this great hall,
no,
but it's a little one in a Renaissance style.
Yes.
Very, very nice. It is all couples want to celebrate his wedding in this in this hall, and they pay many money for it.
Yes.
Yes.
Now I heard this little hall are closed because of the new party here. They have a centrum for their own politics in this
region.
hall.
In this hall, yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
Because Tibia was a little angry because they have no room to rehearse.
Closed with the Gothic, typical Gothic arcs. Also here. 13th century. To nevím, my se musíme nějak teprve podle toho zdívat, trošku dělat představu. Například hlavní věž byla tam na druhé straně úplně. Obrovská, 16 metrů v průměru, to je ojedinělý. Těžko bys hledal tady ve střední Evropě hrad, který měl věž od 16 metrů průměru. To muselo být něco. A to jsme objevili až pod podlahama, rozumíš, ještě že jsme kopali. We made some excavations here and to make the expertise of the history of the tower by this building works. Yeah, for the oldest picture of the fortress of the castle is from the year 1592. We didn't know how looked the castle before. Yes. No. That's because we made these excavations to know like looked it out. Yes. For example, the main tower of the castle were not here, but there, on the opposite part of the castle. But it was a very mighty tower with diameter of 60 meters. Yeah? You can imagine how strong, how great this tower must be. Have had to be. Italy gone from this place out is gone. Do you understand?
Yeah. So, very cool.
Talking about it, yes. Only ideological sympathisant, yes. But the Habsburg monarchy has made a great trial with them for like an example, and they thought they wanted to kill themselves. They were only the ideological sympathisant. Writers, scientists. Yes. This is the memorial to the victims of fascism from the 1939-35. Yes. But I must repeat that it was only in the year 39 until 40, like a Nazi prison. Yes. After they have used the buildings of the university, of the colleagues, student homes, hostels, and so on. For example, the commander of Gestapo was in the building of the Faculty of Law.
I know, it's in Old Town Square.
No, that's besides, not directly in centrum of the city. That's in the part of BRNO, he is called Tabor. It's not directly in the center of the city.
Okay.
Protože to je vlastně jediné, co tady ty Švédy připomíná. No and this man here, Radvide Suš, with Penze. Of BRNO 1645. There are only two things which remember the Swedish history of Spilberk: the bullets and this monument.
Nothing more.
Nothing more. Perhaps also the cannon, the guns. You have seen them? No.
250 soldiers stay here forever. After.
They remained here after?
Yes, they was killed, and I think about...
wounded, also wounded?
Yeah, the wounded was around 120, I think. But killed.
There are some families here in BRNO with Swedish names, or they tell that they are the soldiers, but there are many such names. I am not sure that are the Nachkommen, sons of the Swedish soldiers.
In Prague it's about 10 family with name Swede.
That is one case, and in other cases there are the names of Swedish origin, but for example here Slatina is near of BRNO, the family of just a moment. Jak se jmenuje, vy mě poradíte, mě to úplně vypadlo.
name.
The name Skarland. Is it a Swedish name? Skarland?
Skarsgård is one actor in the film, Skarsgård, but it's possible.
On say that the family has the origin from the Swedish time.
Yes, it's possible.
Skarland. Certainly, it may be from the 18th century. Two guns and the bastion.
Pardon, šla vám tam nějaká návštěva? To už jsem jí říkal, aby chvíličku počkali, já tak Yes, but I think they stay outside the town somewhere.
But I don't know where.
No.
You can read it in this book of Bertolt.
Very good.
I must apologize me. I don't know this history in details.
No.
Yes. I haven't studied it.
No, it's possible they take the inside later and bring it here as a memory of the battle.
Nothing. Yes, to bring it, to make it.
As a memory.
It will be very fine, very nice. It's a very beautiful, very nice idea.
The cat and the mouse.
I must apologize. I have. Also the size. Our bureaus. That's our bureaus. I beg your pardon.
It's okay.
I have no time to.
It's okay.
I am very busy today, and much thanks for your visit, and I hope we see us again.
Yes. Thank you very much. We could come once again.
Yeah.
And
Leonard will phone me
yes.
if you want to come to me.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the visit, and
Thank you.
good luck.
Jaký moc děkuju.
Ahoj.
Naschledanou.
Mějte se hezky.
Já jsem myslel, že vyšel začne ten druhý konec, tak bychom šli jako... My pojedeme kolem tebe, jak ti řeknu please, no? Please. Tak to je, když to nedáč. Ještě. Ja, das ist links. Diese Auto, das ist links. Und
Links.
ja, und links, ja, das ist mein Haus.
Gut.
Ja, ja, ja.
Už na něho mířím.
Ja, ja.
Linke
17 Jahre richtig. Und das ist, dort steht die Straßenbahn, ja. Das ist Mendelplatz. Ja, und ganz neben ist die Linke. Und dann weiter ist der Messeplatz.
Ja, Messe.
Dort ist links ist der Hotel Voronezh.
Ja.
Ja. Und dort oben, die Weiße Haus,
Ja.
das ist das neue Hochspital. Ja, die Bohunice.
Ja.
Das ist eine Viertel in Brno, also die Bohunice und Kohuntovice.
Wo sind Komin her?
Ah, Komin ist dort.
Aha, dort.
Ja, ja. Und das ist die Richtung zum Süd, zum Wald.
Ja. Und Schweden, das ist.
Schweden, ja, Schweden ist ganz andere Seite.
Ja, anders. So, ja.
Und diese zwei Fenster, das ist die Direktorenzimmer.
Ja, diese zwei.
Ja. Ja, das sind ganze Plätze, aber hier, das ist
Das ist Jahre 1700. Was war in Zeit für Austerlitz? Austerlitz, das war in 1800.
Ja.
Austerlitz. Ich habe zu Hause eine sehr schöne Film von Austerlitz. Das ist gemacht vom BBC.
Ja.
Das ist 1 Stunde oder 1,5 Stunden.
Ja.
Das ist Farbefilm und das ist mit Soldaten und alles,
Ja.
alles
Ja.
Sachen in Austerlitz.
Víš co, my půjdeme pomaličku pěšky, ať ti nezatěžujeme a sjeď tím autem dolů, ať bys to tam za tu bránu a tam
Jo.
jo? Jdeme pomaličku. Wir gehen zu Fuß langsam und er kommt mit Auto dran, ja?